first should be your disk name and second should be your mount point. What is this? I will show you, just give me 2 minutes. And third one is your this one is your ID, disk name, mount point, file system type. Hi all of you, back with another video on storage management again. So in this video I'm going to show you how you can mount permanently a directory. Alright, so let's get started. Also I'm going to show you how you can mount a temporary as well. Alright, I'll show you both one. So let's do first LSBLK here. As you all can see, there is nothing mounted on this partition. Alright, so now it's time to make let's see what is there in. So now here you can see that in top level root directory there is your directory name as Matthew. Alright, so it's time to mount this on this partition temporary first. Now I'm going to show you the temporary, how you can mount temporary. Alright, so how you can mount temporary, you just have to write mount and you just have to give mount point. What is my mount point? My mount point is dev xvdf1. Alright, you can see the name of this partition. Now you have to specify the directory which you want to mount. So I want to mount here that Matthew. Alright, so I want to mount this one. Now it's time to run that command again, lsblk. As you all can see, now this directory is mounted. Alright, this is you can say temporary way. Let me just reboot my server. This is a temporary way. Alright, so where is my server? Here it is. Now it's time to reboot instance. Alright, now as you all can see that remote side unexpectedly closed. Now it's time to configure all the stuff again. Now it's time to first configure that key. My key is this, and now appearance should be I think 28 point bold, unispace bold. Alright, now it's time to take color. So my color should be for today is yellow. Now it's time to paste here IP. Alright, as you all can see that my server is started. Now it's time to copy IP from here. Alright, now copy and here paste. Alright, now it's time to write here ec2 instance. Alright, ec2-user. Now it's time to be a root user first. Now if I run that command lsblk, now as you all can see that your directory is not mounted, because that was the way which I showed you. That was the way of temporary mount. Now I am showing the way how you can mount permanently. Alright, after reboot also that directory will be mounted, that directory wouldn't be unmounted. Alright, so let me show you the way. What is the way? First you have to go open that path etc fs tab. Now here as you all can see, this is already, this one is block device ID. Already, this one is block device ID. Just ignore this. Alright, so now what you have to do, let me first show you. I to insert. Now what you have to do is, wait a minute, yes, now I'm writing a comment here. Already, disk name first should be your disk name and second should be your mount point. What is this? I will show you, just give me 2 minutes. And third one is your this one is your ID, disk name, mount point, file system type, and now this one is your mount option, and after that after that this one is your this one is your dump value, and here is your the last 0 represent a file system check value. Let me write in short fs means file system, fs check value, ck fsck f check value. Alright, now it's time to mount. Alright, so first let me go back, let me see something. So now first let me check that how I formatted this disk. I created file system. How I created a file system, which way I used to format this xpdf1 partition, because there are ton of ways, as you all know. mkfs dot double tap. Now as you all can see, let me first format this with this one, this way. Alright, let me format my partition with this file type way. Alright, xvdf1. alright, the file does not exist, no size was specified. Wait a minute, no size was specified. Alright, ext4. Let me try xfs here, xfs. Now as you all can see, I have formatted this disk with xfs way. Let me show you again. I formatted this disk with this way. Alright, so what I have to do now, vi, let me open vi step. So in here, first you have to write the disk name. What is my disk name? Or you can write partition name. You have to write partition name, not disk name. Let me make it clear here. Partition name. Alright, this one is p. Alright, let me write part name. Part means partition. Alright, now my partition is in dev in top level root directory. In dev, my partition is xvdf1. alright, now you have to specify here mount option, mount point. What is my mount point? I have to mount my directory, my Matthew directory I want to mount here. Alright, and now file system file, this one is xfs my. Alright, so there is not necessary you just have to format with this type. You can format with ext4, ext3, anyone, just you have to specify that way here. Alright, now you have to specify the mount option. Now what are the mount option? Like I have showed before in the first video of my storage management, that mount options are read only or read write. So as you all know that your Linux has already set default settings for read only and read write, which is 0. So that's why I am writing here defaults. Alright, because Linux will take default value. Alright, and you can specify your own value as well, but there is no need. So now you can see here 0. So now what 0 represent? 0 represents dump value. What is dump value? So dump value is that value whenever you reboot your system. If I write here 1, so after one reboot, my this server, my Linux will automatically create backup, which I don't want. So I want to be a 0. If I write here 3, after 3 time, my Linux will automatically create backup, which I don't want. So I am right now specifying 0. And what is this file system check value? So this is the value So what it does is this checks the storage, that there is no storage is wasting, there is no partition, there is no sectors are wasting. So this checks that value. Just you have to write here 0 as well, you don't have to write 1 or 2. Alright, so now I think everything is done, and now let me show you my directory is mounted or not. Alright, W for save, Q for quit. Alright, now it's time to go back. Alright, now let me show you that my directory is mounted or not. As you all can see, it is not mounted. Now you can see that it is not mounted. Why it is not mounted? Let me show you. First you have to run a command mount -a. -a means all. Alright, it is successfully run and I don't get any error. It means everything is going according to me. Now it's time to run rsblk. Now as you all can see, your massive directory is mounted. Alright, so you have to do like this. If I now again reboot my PC, if I again reboot my server, this directory won't unmount itself. Alright, so you have to do it manually, and in the next video I will show you that how you can do this by block device ID. There is a ID as well, how you can do that. Alright, let me first show you what is the ID. Now as you all can see in this, this one is the ID, this one is the ID of your partition. Alright, this one is the ID of your this partition, not this partition but like this partition. Alright, similar. So now in the next video I will show you that how you can mount this as well using the ID, and you can use both. You can use both the ways. You can mount by permanently mount by this ID, or you can specify this path as well. Whatever you want you can do like this. Alright, on my channel the Git and GitHub playlist is also available. You can check that out as well. That is also created on AWS. Alright, you can check that as well. So now I think this is the right time to end this video. I think everything is clear to you all what I showed you in the today's video, and if you find any doubt you can write in the comment section. Alright, so I will meet you in my next video. Bye for now.